Blake Lively's recent Hollywood antics have reportedly reached a level that's both shocking and chaotic, especially with claims that she went up against the legendary Meryl Streep. Sources suggest that Blake allegedly tried to push Streep out of a movie written for her and even attempted to sue the actress when Streep bullied her on set. The drama reportedly escalated to the point where Netflix, unable to secure Streep due to Blake's interference, allegedly shelved the project as fans and insiders supposedly lost interest in a film led by Blake alone. Word on the street is that Blake's behavior has been so disruptive, it may have affected her husband, Ryan Reynolds, with whispers of blacklisting circulating in Hollywood circles. Essentially, Blake is allegedly making headlines for all the wrong reasons, cultivating a reputation as a bully and fueling rumors of mean girl energy carried over from her gossip girl persona. The situation reportedly spiraled further when Blake allegedly attempted to dominate a co-starring role with Streep, pushing for more screen time than was originally intended for her flashback character. Insiders claimed she even tried to take control of the movie's direction, arguing that she couldn't properly act in a film she wasn't producing. These alleged actions, if true, paint a picture of someone willing to disrupt entire projects and challenge Hollywood icons to secure personal gain. The rumors suggest that Blake's push for attention and control not only failed, but may have cost Netflix millions, as the intended collaboration with Streep reportedly fell apart. While this account is largely based on industry chatter and insider reports, it highlights a pattern of behavior that portrays Blake as someone willing to escalate conflicts to extreme levels, even at the expense of high-profile productions and legendary co-stars. Whether or not every detail is accurate, the story has fueled public fascination and controversy, reinforcing the perception that Blake's recent career moves have been tumultuous and potentially self-sabotaging. From allegedly challenging Meryl Streep to risking a major Netflix project, the narrative circulating online frames Blake as someone whose ambition and confrontational tactics have led to professional backlash and speculation about her influence in Hollywood, leaving many to wonder how far these reported incidents might impact her reputation and career going forward.
When you work with me, I'm very passionate, so I love getting involved. I also don't feel like and I used to be insecure about this, and now I'm proud of it, but I've never felt like a good enough actor to go in and say, put me in any clothes, give me any dialogue, put me in any set, and I can transform and become. And because I wasn't that actor, I always felt bad or weird about that. And a lot of my favorite actors do that. And a lot of my other favorite actors are storytellers and are filmmakers. And they too feel like they need to be involved in the wardrobe and the set and the dialogue and the words and the storytelling to create an environment in which they feel like it's the most authentic and truthful. And I identify more with that subset of actors than the other. Mm-hmm. And now that I see that it's not just like, oh, okay, I'm an imposter and I can't do this thing, so I'm embarrassed about it. I see like, oh, a lot of the people I admire most do that. And I can do that, and I can do that really well. So really stepping into that, I've done that in this film. I mean, the work I did as an actor on this film pales in comparison to the work I did outside of the acting. It was very minimal compared to everything else. And I feel so grateful to have had that level of authorship and involvement. It makes me that much more proud of.
Blake Lively's reported antics on set have allegedly reached new heights of chaos, with sources claiming she tried to bully her way through a movie alongside Meryl Streep, thinking she could dictate the project. When Streep realized the drama wasn't worth it, she walked away, leaving Netflix scrambling and reportedly forcing them to shelve the project because the story fell apart without Streep. Insiders say Blake allegedly considered suing Streep for the income she lost due to leaving, highlighting a pattern of behavior that appears self-centered and confrontational. But Streep isn't the only A-lister to clash with Blake. Reports suggest Margot Robbie also experienced friction during the casting of Barbie. Greta Gerwig, the director, and Margot wanted the film to showcase femininity, feminism, and teamwork. But Blake allegedly tried to steal the spotlight, wanting to play OG Barbie despite the role being written specifically for Margot. Insiders claim Blake even pushed for more creative control, trying to force herself into a larger role than intended, causing tension on set and prompting teens to pick sides. This alleged behavior is said to have extended to Anna Kendrick on the set of the sequel to A Simple Favor. Despite their prior collaboration, insiders say Kendrick has been cautious in interviews, possibly to avoid legal trouble or public backlash. as Blake reportedly maintained a pattern of threatening or confrontational tactics with co-stars. Fans and industry insiders are reportedly noticing a recurring theme. Blake allegedly elevates herself above the project and her colleagues, creating conflicts that disrupt productions. In each scenario, from Meryl Streep to Margot Robbie and Barbie, and causing tension with Anna Kendrick, Blake is depicted as someone attempting to manipulate roles, scripts, or dynamics to suit her own agenda, often at the expense of collaborators and the production itself. Allegedly, her efforts to control outcomes, combined with the friction she causes, have contributed to canceled projects, missed opportunities, and a tarnished reputation among her peers. Even Netflix, which is usually flexible with talent, reportedly faced millions in losses due to these alleged conflicts. Observers suggest that Blake's behavior, which includes pushing for more screen time, trying to direct or influence creative decisions, and leveraging her connections, may have created long-lasting rifts in Hollywood relationships. Her confrontal style appears to be a recurring issue across multiple productions, sparking speculation that her self-promotional tactics have begun to alienate other actors, directors, and studios. From reportedly challenging legends like Meryl Streep to attempting to overshadow Margot Robbie in Barbie and causing tension with Anna Kendrick, the narrative circulating online paints Blake as someone whose ambition and alleged desire for control repeatedly clash with collaborators' visions. While some details remain unverified, the ongoing reports suggest a consistent pattern. Blake allegedly prioritizes her own interests above the success of the project or the comfort of co-stars, creating drama and professional conflicts. If the allegations hold true, these behaviors could have lasting consequences on her reputation, partnerships, and future opportunities in Hollywood, highlighting the tension between ambition and collaboration in high-profile film projects.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, it feels good when Anna gives me confidence, too. I like compliments. I'm not below compliments. That's what my mom always says. She's like, wants me to compliment her, and she's like, I'm not below compliments. I'm like, it's clear that you're not, because she's always soliciting.
Oh, because you were just telling me about like weird expressions that she gets wrong, wouldn't it be, I'm not above compliments?
Oh, yeah, you're right. You're right. Oh, she gets it all wrong. I never even thought about it. She says it. Yes, she's not above compliments. My mom gets everything sort of
like expression. She was just telling me like
she'll be like smooth as pie. She'll be smooth as silk or whatever.
Easy as pie.
Yeah, and smooth as silk. But my mom, I think, is a very confident person, and so for me, yeah, I sort of like struggled with that because I've sometimes judged her for being so confident, which I think is like not fair, right?
Yeah, you're such a bad daughter.
I'm a terrible daughter. See, this is an entire therapy session, what you've stepped into. You didn't realize.
So both of you are very active on social media, and there are a lot of people have opinions about you. How do you kind of just like, not let it affect you at all?
Everyone's opinion of me is just so positive. I do let it affect me. I do. Because everyone's like, you're great. And I'm like, I know.
You're not great. Blocked.
Yeah.
Do you block people ever?
No, I've muted some people. Now that it's a function on Twitter and Instagram, there's a couple people that I have muted.
Good.
Yeah. Blake Lively.
You can mute people on Instagram too?
Yeah, it's a new feature.
Really?
I know. Get excited.
Anna Kendrick reportedly considered blocking Blake Lively on Instagram and took extra precautions at the Ace Simple Favor sequel premiere to avoid her entirely. The two didn't pose together for photos, and Anna went out of her way to ensure she didn't speak about Blake at all, keeping her distance both publicly and privately.
Poor Anna Kendrick, you guys. She is having to answer questions about Blake Lively tonight. She is at South by Southwest. It is the premiere of her film, Another Simple Favor, that Blake Lively is also starring in. The two of them are both there, and there are definitely a lot of slick questions being asked, trying to get responses out of Anna Kendrick in regards to Blake Lively and everything that is going on. E.T. posted asking Anna what it means to be working with Blake again, and she was like, oh my God.
It means to be working with Blake again.
Oh, yeah. Talking about you all day.
Then Variety, in a different interview on the carpet, was asking her about the movie and like everything going on right now. Definitely trying to be like, do you think the movie has been impacted by the Blake and Justin stuff, without being so blunt? And Anna tried her best to be like, I don't know, like, what's going on? And she walked away so fast. Like, she did not want to be asked any more questions like that.
How does it feel like the movie's being impacted kind of by everything going on in the world?
Why, what happened? I did ayahuasca, and the last year of my life is just gone, but I've heard the movie's amazing.
Wait, thank you.
I just can't imagine how uncomfortable tonight has been trying to like dodge all of these questions and like pretend like that.
Imagine trying so hard to avoid talking about someone you've been working with that it literally shows on your face. Props to Anna Kendrick for keeping it civil. But Blake Lively's chaos isn't just affecting her. Her husband, Ryan Reynolds, is getting dragged into it too. Fans who usually adore Ryan are now criticizing him, even calling him a narcissist. It's not like Ryan is perfect, but people typically excuse him because of his charm and professionalism. Now, everyone is revisiting how Ryan and Blake got together. Back in the day, Ryan was married to Scarlett Johansson, and Blake was dating Penn Badgley when they worked together on Green Lantern. Eventually, Ryan and Scarlett split, and Penn drifted out of the picture. Despite the PR perfect image they've maintained, rumors suggest their relationship might not last much longer, especially after all the lawsuits and public drama. There are whispers about Blake allegedly having affairs with other actors since marrying Ryan, and ever since the lawsuit against Justin Baldoni began, cracks in their relationship have become more visible. Their circle of friends and influential allies is distancing itself, unwilling to be caught up in the escalating mess. Blake's so-called Dragon Gang is reportedly leaving as quickly as possible because nobody wants to get tangled in this drama. Celebrities are picking sides, and it's clearly not Blake's, with some even unfollowing her on social media, a rare move when A-listers usually stay quiet. Travis Kelce, Taylor Swift's boyfriend, unfollowed both Blake and Ryan, prompting Blake to unfollow him in retaliation. Meanwhile, Blake wasn't even at Gigi Hadid's birthday party, where Taylor and other friends were present, making it clear that Blake's place in her social circle is shaky. Blake's damage control efforts are failing miserably. Even her recent inclusion on the Time 100 Most Influential People list backfired, with fans questioning how someone perceived as a bully and narcissist could be honored. The backlash spread to Time, with people suggesting that the listing could be bought. To make matters worse, Blake's Instagram post about the Time recognition failed to attract support from her so-called besties, or even Ryan. Her public appearances further fueled doubts about the authenticity of their support. On top of that, Blake's PR team seems intent on controlling the narrative, yet their efforts only highlight her missteps. During her speech at the Time 100 event, she referenced domestic violence and sexual assault while promoting her movie It Ends With Us. But fans felt she dismissed the gravity of these issues, telling audiences to grab your florals and go see a movie about DV, which only added to the perception of insensitivity and PR overreach. Blake Lively's career, image, and personal relationships appear increasingly fragile as the fallout from her actions continues to ripple through Hollywood and social media alike.
People who see this movie, who relate to the topics of this movie on a deeply personal level, they're really going to want to talk to you. This movie is going to affect people, and they're going to want to tell you about their life. So if someone understands the themes of this movie, comes across you in public, and they want to really talk to you, what's the best way for them to be able to talk to you about this? How would you recommend they go about it?
Like asking for like my address or my phone number or like my location share. Or I could just location share you, and then we could, I'm just curious
just about social security number.
I'm a Virgo, so I'm like, are we talking logistics? Are we talking emotion?
Y'all saw how Blake made a joke about something this serious. Seriously, she went on about how much she's endured over the past 2 years, then brought her mother into the spotlight, claiming her mom told her to share her story as a survivor. The fact that she's now using domestic violence and sexual assault in this way is so shocking. It's hard to understand what her PR team was thinking or why they thought this was a good idea at all.
Interesting thing to be called influential. It's not only an honor, it's a significant responsibility. How we use that matters. Who and what we stand up for and what we stay silent about matters. I have so much to say about the last 2 years of my life, but tonight is not the forum. My life was influenced most by my mother. She wanted me to share with you that she is a survivor of the worst crime someone can commit against a woman. I've watched her conceal her raw and undeserved shame
shame my entire life. So as her daughter, being asked to share this today is monumental. My mom never got justice from her work acquaintance who attempted to take her life when she was the mother of 3 young kids years before I was born. She has always credited her beating heart today with the story she heard from another woman in a similar circumstance, speaking on the radio as my mom drove home one day. The woman painfully and graphically shared how she escaped. I am here, and my mom is here, because that woman not only survived, but she told others how. Never underestimate a woman's ability to endure.
This was a painfully obvious PR move, and honestly, it backfired. She got dragged hard for it. While I can say for certain that this is far from enough damage control to counter everything she and her husband have been involved in, it's clear this whole drama has been going on way too long. The more people call out Blake Lively for her behavior and treatment of co-stars, the worse it's gonna get. But I really want to know what y'all think. Are you ready for more drama, or are you hoping the saga finally gets wrapped up and tossed aside? Is it enough that legends like Meryl Streep are indirectly highlighting Blake's tendency to turn serious projects into a spectacle of ego and influence? And do you even think there's a way she could ever manipulate the media to be on her side again? Seriously, weigh in. Drop your thoughts in the comments. Also, make sure to check out the next video because trust me, there's still a lot more unfolding in this messy Hollywood saga.